We stand with the feet shoulder width apart. The inner edges of our feet parallel, if that is comfortable for you. The knees are soft. There's a sinking through the body. Taking a few breaths to feel our body, our energy. Inhaling in as we exhale, feeling the gravitational energy pulling us gently towards the earth. Twice more like this. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Releasing anything we don't need, giving it to gravity, giving it back to earth. Last one. We begin to wake the energy in the palms of our hands using gentle circling movement on the palm. Keeping the hands, the fingers, the wrists, the arms soft and relaxed the whole time. And for a moment, releasing the hands to feel any differences between the left and right palms. And then coming to the opposite side, circling using the heel of the hand to circle all around the palm. Waking up this important energy center that's located here in the center of our palm. And noticing what you feel. You might feel some warmth, maybe some tingling. And if your hands are still feeling quite cool, you might just rub the hands together a little bit more. Maybe even do a little bit of clapping if the energy needs to be woken up a little bit stronger. And then releasing the hands, coming back to neutral posture, which we call Wuji in Qigong. And noticing what you feel in the palms, in the wrists, in the arms. From here, we'll come to our kidneys. So taking the self-massage further now with our hopefully warm hands now, massaging the kidneys, using once more circular movement. Waking the energy in this organ that is said to store our deepest essence. So we can have energy for our day, for our practice. Also, this is lovely practice in the evening though. During the night, the body does a lot of important work for which it also needs a little bit of energy. So this practice is appropriate for any time of day. And we'll continue with our self-massage using patting movements down the backs and the outsides of our legs. As far as you can reach, if you can, coming all the way to your toes. Then continuing up the inner legs, up the center of the torso to the collarbone, down the soft inner part of the arm, all the way to the fingertips. Then up the outside, bonier part of the arm, across the collarbones to the other arm, down the soft inside part to the fingertips, up the harder, bonier outside part, back to the center of the collarbones. And we're going to come up the neck over the face, very gently, tapping over the top of the head, the back of the head, back of the neck, along either side of the spine, back to the kidneys. And then continuing the same circuit a few more times at your own pace. And moving as slow or as fast as feels supportive for you today. And also striking or patting or tapping as softly or as firmly as is supportive for you today, as feels good. So be guided all the time by good sensations. Noticing that if you come to this practice on different days or at different times of day, the pressure and the speed that the body finds supportive may be different. And it is the skill that we grow with Qigong to listen to these messages from the body and to adjust our practice to suit our present moment needs. Next time you arrive at the kidneys, we're going to replace the palms on the kidneys. Continue with the same circuit, but this time we're going to use long strokes over the body, smoothing out the flow of the energy here. So having loosened anything that may have been a little bit stuck, having activated the energy, we're now smoothing its flow, creating nice strong currents through our whole body. One more circuit like this. And from the kidneys, bringing the palms one over the other to the lower belly, connecting with the center of our energy, which we call the dantien in Qigong, just below the palms of the hands, in the center of your pelvis. Noticing what you feel there. We can activate this center of our energy a bit more with circular movement, circular self-massage. And again, you can move slower or faster with lighter or firmer pressure as feels appropriate for you for right now. And let's change the direction. And once more. And coming back to stillness, the palms contacting the belly, listening once more to the energy in the center, noticing if anything has changed. Maybe there's some more warmth or a sense of movement or even light. From here, we will bring our palms together, fingertips pointing to the earth. As you inhale, the hands come up through the center line, fingertips point to the sky. Exhaling, the palms travel back down, fingertips pointing towards the earth. Continuing at the pace of your breath. Could be faster or slower than mine. Letting the breath set the rhythm of your practice. And allowing the breath to be comfortably full and complete, both the in-breath and the out-breath. So not rushing through these transitions from the in-breath to the out-breath and from the out-breath to the in-breath. You might let your eyes follow your hands and notice how this may change the way you experience the movement. Experiencing it with maybe a little bit more of yourself, more of your spine in particular. And with the next inhale, we'll let the hands come up only to heart level. Exhaling, palms face the earth as the arms come around. Palms turn to face the sky. Inhaling, opening the arms to shoulder height. With your little finger, imagine that your little finger wants to have a greater peek at the sun in the sky. So turning the little finger up just a little bit, noticing the activation in the tissues of the arms. And then from here, rotating to one side and the other. And step forward a little bit here, away from the wall. Looking alternately at one palm and the other. Relaxed, steady breaths. A relaxed body. This movement opens all the joint spaces of the body. So in your awareness, you might travel to your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders, noticing the gentle opening, traveling down all the vertebrae of the spine, coming to the pelvis and all the joints there, the hips, the knees, the ankles, even all the little joints of the feet and the hands. And the place where the skull meets the topmost vertebra, the atlas. And maybe even all the little joints in the skull. And your jaw. Creating space for energy to move freely through all these joint spaces. And coming back to the center, inhaling the arms up, bringing the backs of the hands together, exhaling, following the hands down, diving down as far as is comfortable. You can stay upright if you wish. If it's comfortable, you might come all the way to the earth. Then placing the palms one over the top of the other, inhaling, coming back up. Palms face the sky at the top. Exhaling, releasing the arms to the sides. Inhaling, arms up, backs of the hands together. Exhaling, diving down. Palms one on top of the other as you inhale, coming back up. And exhaling, releasing. Continuing. Once more following your own breath pattern, your own rhythm. This movement is particularly healing for the spine, releasing any stagnant and stuck energy from around the spine. As we dive down, we're allowing all this stuck energy to be released. And then as we come back up with the palms one on top of the other, we're drawing fresh energy from the earth to nourish the spine. This is also very helpful for the health of the nervous system, so releasing any tensions from the nervous system as well, particularly the central nervous system in the area of the spine, so that nerve impulses can travel unimpeded in both directions through the spinal column and then into the nerves that move out of the spinal column into the rest of the body. And this allows the whole nervous system to function well, and we can experience greater ease and relaxation, resilience. Let's take one more. And from here, we're going to bring one palm to the opposite knee, alternate, balancing the activity of the left and right sides of the brain and the left and right sides of the body as a whole. If you'd like, you can bring your elbow to the knee, or you might even lift up straight leg and touch your toes or your shin or anywhere where you can reach. And then returning back to our neutral posture of Wuji, listening to the energy. As you inhale, we're going to bring the palms up towards the heart. Exhaling, turn the palms over, bring them back to the belly. Regulating the chi. So we'll let the palms follow the breath here after the last exercise. The breath can be maybe moving a bit faster now. And then over time, as the breath settles back down, the movement also settles and slows. Breath, the heartbeat, the movement, all settling, all regulating. Once you feel settled enough with the next inhalation, we're going to let the palms rise all the way towards the sky, fingertips pointing to the sky. And then exhaling, palms descend back down. At the bottom, the fingertips point to the earth. Inhaling once more, arms rising towards the sky, fingertips point to the sky. Exhaling, palms descending, fingertips point to the earth. Letting the energy from the earth float up the body and continue towards the sky. And then the energy of the sky to flow down through the body into the earth. Energy of sky and earth flowing freely through the whole body now, unimpeded. Moving with ease through all the tissues of the body, cleansing and refreshing, nourishing and nurturing. Next time you come to the bottom, place the hands as if resting on the surface of the water. And imagine this water begins to evaporate, and the steam, the vapor that is rising, the mist that is rising is lifting your palms towards the sky. Here, water forms clouds, and palms will turn to face the body. And as the palms descend down, imagine or feel gentle rain pouring down, washing your body. With an inhale, the mist rises again, floating your hands to the sky to form the clouds, palms towards the body, gentle rain, washing down, cleansing anything that still needs cleansing. You might see it absorbed into the earth at the bottom. Noticing the sensations that you feel as you go through this movement. Different parts of the movement may have different feelings that accompany it. Physical sensations, sensations of energy, the next time the hands descend down, we're going to replace the palms one over the other on the lower belly, connecting again with our center of energy in the dantien. Noticing what you feel beneath the palms of the hands and how you feel in your whole being right now. And letting the energy that we cultivated in this practice settle and store in your center.